After his World Cup brilliance, Inter Miami targets signing Vo Zinha to join Messi. Lamine Yamal wishes for a deal for Barcelona and confirms what Messi is doing is unbelievable. Kylian Mbappe's comment after the France-Morocco match about Messi. And before the video starts, don't forget to share your opinion with us in the comments about which national team is favored to win this World Cup. And if you're a fan of Messi, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. After his World Cup brilliance, Inter Miami targets signing Vo Zinha to join Messi. The Spanish newspaper AS revealed that Vo Zinha, Cape Verde's goalkeeper, has become sought after by American club Inter Miami after catching attention during his participation in the 2026 World Cup. Cape Verde succeeded in achieving a historic feat at the 2026 World Cup, reaching the round of 32 during its first-ever participation. AS reported that Vo Zinha received interest from American club Inter Miami following the outstanding levels he delivered at the 2026 World Cup. The paper added that the 40-year-old goalkeeper became a free agent after his contract with Portuguese club Chaves ended, making him a target for several clubs seeking to sign him for free. It noted that Inter Miami, which includes Argentine Lionel Messi among its ranks, is among the most notable clubs interested in signing the goalkeeper during the current transfer window. From an obscure goalkeeper to surpassing world stars, AS pointed out that his World Cup brilliance was also reflected in Vo Zinha's popularity. After his Instagram followers rose to 28.3 million, surpassing several of the world's most prominent goalkeepers, such as Belgian Thibaut Courtois, 18.1 million, Spanish Iker Casillas, 20.4 million, and German Manuel Neuer, 15 million. The paper concluded that Vo Zinha's career has seen a major transformation over the past weeks, having gone from a largely unknown goalkeeper to one of the tournament's most notable stars amid growing interest in signing him. Lamine Yamal wishes for a deal for Barcelona and confirms what Messi is doing is unbelievable. Lamine Yamal, Spain's national team player, spoke about Julian Alvarez's move to Barcelona during the current summer transfer window. Barcelona wants to strengthen its striker position after Polish forward Robert Lewandowski's departure from Blaugrana ranks last season. Julian Alvarez announced his desire not to continue his journey with Atletico Madrid next season because he wants to take on a new challenge and compete for major titles, most notably the Champions League. Lamine gave his opinion on Barcelona signing Alvarez. Everyone knows he's a top-class player. He's the kind of player everyone wishes to play alongside. He continued in remarks via Mundo Deportivo. I've said it before, we welcome him, and if he joins us, we'll all be happy. I think he's extremely suited to Barcelona's style. I don't know the details of the current situation, but I hope he comes to Barcelona. Lamine Yamal also touched on Lionel Messi and his brilliance at the current 2026 World Cup with Argentina, considering this his last World Cup in his career. He continued, "It's unbelievable. Everyone knows Messi, but no one expected him to play at this high level at this age. I'm very happy for him." He concluded, "Also happy for Neymar, despite his retirement, and for Cristiano. They've influenced the childhood of everyone playing now. Anything good that happens to them will be good for me, too. And if I reach the final, I want to win it." Lamine Yamal, Spain's national team player, spoke about many matters concerning his 2026 World Cup journey. Spain is preparing to face Belgium in the quarterfinal of the 2026 World Cup. Spain managed to advance to the quarterfinal after beating Portugal 1-0. Lamine Yamal said in an interview with the Spanish newspaper Mundo Deportivo. Asked about the secret to his maturity, he said he believes everything he's been through, whether in football or in life, contributes to his maturity and development, and that his teammates support him daily, along with conversations with older, more experienced people, all of which has helped him. On criticism, he considers it something positive, saying there are days he thinks he doesn't understand why they say certain things about him, but on days when he feels good, everyone should stay quiet. On his World Cup performance so far, he believes he can perform better, that he demands a lot of himself, isn't satisfied with what he's doing, has never said, "Okay, that's enough," and hasn't achieved his goal even when he was at Barcelona, and won't achieve it now either. He added that he must keep playing matches, having been out for about 2 months, and it's not the same as having played 7 consecutive matches. He needs to keep touching the ball, keep playing, and keep getting enough playing minutes, and certainly that match where he shines will come. On his anger after the Saudi Arabia match, people thought he was angry for not scoring a goal. He always tells his friends he's never left the pitch angry over not scoring, since his goal isn't to score, because any player can score. He continued, he wanted more than what he currently has, wanted to raise his level of performance and be more decisive. It wasn't about scoring a goal. People might notice he takes a lot of chances because he wants to score, but no. He noted, that's how he plays. Anyone who watches all his matches with Barcelona knows he faces 60 players, and he believes this is the kind of concern the coach refers to. On Portugal's elimination from the tournament, this gives them great confidence. For him, Portugal was among the top 3 teams at the World Cup, and being able to eliminate them gives them great confidence for their match against Belgium. But they know every match is different, and that World Cup competition is extremely even. He added, the closer the important matches get, whether semi-final or final, the better his performance gets. He was never the best player in the group stage, and that doesn't worry him. He knows he has chances to prove it, and hopes the Belgium match will be great for the whole team. On facing France or Morocco in the semi-final. Yes, they have good memories against France, and it would be a pleasure to play against Morocco. The good thing is both teams are great and high quality. Whichever team they face, they'll give their best to win and reach the final. He concluded regarding facing Courtois and being used to scoring against him. For him, he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, which will make things harder for him. But as usual, he'll go into the match wanting to win and won't think about any individual player. Kylian Mbappe's comment after the France-Morocco match about Messi. Note, what follows is a dramatic, scripted, first-person monologue attributed to Mbappe for storytelling purposes, not an actual quote from him. He says he's just come out of a quarterfinal match against Morocco, an exceptional match by every measure against a team that earned their full respect. His body is tired, and his mind is still in the atmosphere of the match. But when asked about Messi and what he did against Egypt, he can't help but pause and think about the scale of what they saw. He played with Messi at Paris Saint-Germain. He knew him up close, saw him in daily training, watched how he handles the game from the inside. This gives him a different perspective than anyone watching him only from the outside. But even he, who knew him closely, is astonished by what he's doing at this World Cup. Argentina was trailing by 2 goals against Egypt, the title holder, on the verge of going out, and at that exact moment, Messi appeared to turn everything around. A man at 39 who refuses to let his team fall, carrying full responsibility at the moment when many others collapse. This isn't something that can be taught or acquired through training. It's something a player is born with. He says he understands from his personal experience with Messi how he thinks in these situations. Messi doesn't see difficult moments as a threat, but as an opportunity. When pressure is at its peak, he becomes calmer, not more tense. He saw this himself when they played together, and sees it now on the biggest possible stage at the World Cup. But he wants to talk about a different aspect. Argentina's complete reliance on Messi at this age really makes him think. As a striker, he knows how hard it is to be the man expected to save the team in every match. The psychological pressure alone can drain you, not to mention the physical effort. And for Messi to carry all of this as he approaches 40, this is truly unbelievable. He says he's young compared to Messi, and feels the weight of responsibility when France relies on him in decisive moments. But he has a body at its peak strength and the ability to recover quickly between matches. Messi doesn't have this advantage given his age, and yet, he delivers what he delivers. This contradiction between what age dictates and what he actually delivers on the pitch is what makes what he's doing belong to another world. They're competing for the Golden Boot. Messi leads with 8 goals, and he's chasing him with 7. This race makes him watch everything Messi does closely. But he'll be honest. The difference between them isn't just in the numbers. The difference is that he scores within a strong, complete French team that supports him in every position, while Messi sometimes seems to be carrying Argentina alone on his shoulders. This leads him to a point he believes is important. Argentina needs to ease the burden on Messi if they want to reach the end. No team, no matter how great its captain, can rely on one player in every match until the final. The upcoming matches will be harder, the opponent stronger, and excessive reliance on a man at this age could be a big risk. But this doesn't diminish at all what Messi personally is doing. On the contrary, it increases his admiration for him. Because carrying all this weight at this age and continuing to shine requires something beyond talent. It requires an exceptional mindset and a true love for this game that doesn't fade, no matter how many years pass. He and Messi live together in the same locker room, and he knows the human being behind the legend. And he says honestly, what he's doing at this World Cup deserves all the respect, even from a direct competitor like himself, who wants to surpass him in the scorers race and aspires to win the same cup. France continues its journey with its own ambition, and they're fully focused on themselves. But what Messi is doing will remain in this World Cup's memory as one of the greatest things they've seen from a player at this stage of his life. And he's lucky to have known him closely and luckier still to be playing in the same tournament in which he's writing this exceptional chapter of his career. A surprising comment from Cristiano Ronaldo on the refereeing controversy in the Egypt-Argentina match. Note, what follows is a dramatic, scripted monologue attributed to Ronaldo for storytelling purposes, not an actual quote from him. Following the major controversy that accompanied the Egypt-Argentina match in the round of 16 of the 2026 World Cup and the widespread objections to some refereeing decisions that came with it, Ronaldo weighed in on such a situation based on his known positions, defending competitive fairness on the pitch. He says, in football, there's nothing harder than feeling that your effort over 90 minutes could be affected by one controversial decision. A player spends years of work and sacrifice to reach a tournament the size of the World Cup, and so every detail within the match becomes decisive. When he watches a match full of passion and fighting spirit, like the Egypt-Argentina match, he always hopes the talk after it ends will be about the technical level, the beautiful goals, and the player's performance, not about refereeing decisions that spark division among fans. Egypt delivered a great match and showed strong character against one of the best teams in the world, coming back in the result, fighting until the final minutes, and insisting on competing. All deserve respect. But when a match ends amid this much controversy, it's natural for players and fans to feel frustrated. He says he's experienced many controversial matches throughout his career and knows well the feeling a player has when he believes one decision changed the course of the match. This is why referees' responsibility in major tournaments is doubled, because the whole world follows every whistle and every decision. Video technology was created to reduce errors, not to increase controversy. And when discussions continue for hours and days after the match, it means there are things that need review and evaluation, so that everyone's trust in the refereeing system increases. In the end, football wins when every team feels it got its full chance on the pitch, and when the result reflects what the players delivered, not what surrounded the controversial decisions. His message to Egypt's players is not to let this match affect their ambition. Football is full of challenges, and great national teams build their history by overcoming difficult moments. What they showed in spirit and determination will remain appreciated and will be motivation to come back stronger in future qualifiers. As for the fans, he says supporting the national team in such moments is the most important thing that can be offered. Victories bring happiness, but standing behind the team after difficult matches is what creates the true bond between fans and their national team. And in the end, he hopes this match will be a reason to develop the refereeing system so future tournaments become fairer and more transparent, because football deserves for its hero to be the performance on the pitch and for competition to remain the headline of every match away from any controversy that might overshadow the great effort players put in.